call him Johanninha around here.
I know there's so much excitement riding in front of your hometown or home country.
Especially here. The Brazilian crowd here in Foz has been just unbelievable.
And they're immediately behind him. But it also builds the pressure, I think. You know, each rider takes it in stride or takes it in their own style. 75 feet, great extension.
That was really nice. Again, no trick on the setup jump. It's 65 feet dirt to dirt, but it's really important to get out as many tricks as you possibly can. Big whip flip came up a little short there.
Decked it, as we say, a little short. The judges are paying attention. So five different judges. Your low and high is thrown away. And then the three judges in the middle combine. And one-handed takeoff.
He heard me, so he does the one-handed to a one-handed takeoff. Johanninha means the ladybug. That's probably why he's all red, black, and white, I guess.
I'm going to assume. Nice.
That was short.
That'll wake you up.
And you see the time is wound down before he's lined up for this one. So
I'm impressed with his composure, although he did deck a couple landings.
Listen to the crowd.
They love it. I don't blame him. I think he put in a great run.
This is the first of his 2 runs. Podmal is heading out on course.
And, you know, he just earned his first ever medal in the step-up with a bronze, getting it started.
Nice.
Now, he competed in the speed and style comp. We saw him do that cliffhanger flip. I think a little bit better execution there. Now, this is the setup, 65 feet. Then into the elevated ramp. Nice combination.
Great combo. So he went from the front of the bike to the back of the bike, upside down. A Cordova flip there for Podmal.
Two rounds of jumping. Nice. Not even checking the bars with the no-handed lander. Each rider will get 2 shots, of course. Their best score will count. Both times will be 60-second runs. And you were saying that you thought Podmal had more to give in speed and style. You thought he was laying up a little bit. I agree. He looks great here.
Nice whip. But what I said about Podmal was that it felt like he was really, very tight and trying to execute the tricks too quickly because he was racing because of the nature of speed and style. And certainly what he showed us here has been great so far.
Up come the flip bars.
That's going to do it for Libor Podmal. Now, speaking of rookies, David Ronaldo from France. He is a guy that I think could have a breakout performance here in Foz, certainly from what we've seen of him earlier this year in a couple of competitions. If he's on his game, he has some pretty spectacular moves.
2 wins already this year in the Night of the Jumps competition, so no stranger to freestyle comps, no stranger to being on the top of the box. One-handed takeoff
into super kicker. Interesting.
That's the first time we've seen the kicker
45-foot kicker there, so Ronaldo already is doing things a little differently.
Use, of course, comes into scoring here now. He did the 65-foot transfer in without getting a trick, and wow, little
double grab and
little late.
I think his setup jump really he bounced on that setup jump, and that put him off a little bit. But look at the way he is very, very smooth on all of these tricks, and his extensions are huge.
Nice, no-footed can to Superman. 2 tricks that are old school but put together quite nice. And there's the big dollar, 110 feet. So he's getting an A+ for use, of course. He's hit everything. How about this?
Side saddle takeoff.
And the trick that Brian Deegan used to win a gold medal at the Winter X Games many moons ago. 2003, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think this is going to count because he was still making the turn. We'll have to find out from the head judge. And again, not charging it around this course. I think the guys really need to step up the speed. Well, he's way after time here. I think he's just trying some other stuff out. In the gate right now, Swiss rider Matt Ribot came back after really a 2-year, not quite hiatus, but he wasn't riding at full strength because he had a broken femur that then had a rod put in it. The rod was irritating a nerve in his leg that caused all kinds of problems. Finally had that fixed a few months ago.
And you can see the wrist brace on All Sport bracing that right arm. So something to think about when utilizing the throttle. But we've been seeing great extensions. We're talking about the speed and style, and he actually had a bit of a bummer. He was leading, moving towards the next round in speed style, and they had to restart the race. And he ended up not transferring and using a little obstacle there, still on the course.
The interesting thing is he's not really rushing around this course at all, trying to get the most out of it. 60 seconds is not a lot of time. And also, I know that Matt wasn't really feeling very well today. He said he was feeling sick. He was feeling a little bit weak. So, you know, it's kind of reflected in the slow run he's got it going.
No trick on the setup jump. Not necessarily going to cost him points, but he's not going to earn points. That bank they're riding up onto there used to be the dirt course for BMX. So great to have that sport back at the X Games.
The double-double time is winding out. Is he going to make the approach? I don't think so.
He just doesn't have the energy either that Libor put into his run.
I don't think this is actually going to count because he wasn't on approach when the time ran out. So this one will not count. For Wes Agee to take to this course, and I got to tell you, Agee from the States, this guy will surprise you. He goes just huge. Look at that lazy.
And he goes long. That jump set at 78 feet. It looked like he landed every bit at 90. No trick in, and he overjumps a little bit. He reels it back in. He's got a lot of excitement right now.
Wow, that was nice. Was that a suicide no-hander?
Suicide no-hander
Hands behind the back. So Wes Agee, saw him shifting there, getting set up for this. Huge extension.
24 years of age.
Whip flip on the 85-foot dirt double. Great run so far from Wes Agee.
C-grab flip. I think he knew he was coming short.
A little bit short. He was getting back
quickly. He did get all the extension there. Up come the flip bars. This should mean more excitement for you at home that aren't familiar. They started adding pieces to the motorcycle to give leverage.
Yeah, was he planning that? That was really cool.
They used the leverage of their forearms to push the bike around. Time is up. Well, Wes definitely brought the energy. Coming up right now, Rob Adelberg from Australia. Many people have just been waiting for him to win his first competition. Nice. He hasn't won a major comp. He did get a second in an X-Fighters last year. Started this year off with a fourth place in Dubai. You were there. A little bit of style.
Yeah, and he really has surprisingly strong tricks. I mean, look at how huge his extensions are.
One thing about Adelbert, really personable, very nice. Great to talk to. Cerebral, thinks about it, talks about it. Great extension.
Great run so far. Really just super, super clean. Remember, a lot of the other guys have made mistakes by going long or coming up short.
Nice combo.
2 in 1. He got the Indian and then the heel clicker on the big ramp. 110 feet takeoff to knuckle.
And the one thing, if you were going to say in comparison to Wes Agee, who's leading, and no-handed lander, it doesn't seem like he has quite as much energy around the track, which you keep commentating on, Tennessee. You think everybody should attack a little more, but he is going around with pretty good speed and a side saddle lander there.
He may not have had the burst of energy that Wes Agee did, but he looks like he's having fun, and everything there was perfectly executed. So this is the final rider in round 1 before we go back to the top of the order. Taka Higashino, the reigning gold medalist from Los Angeles last year. He is an absolutely mind-blowingly good rider. He's got the huge trick, the rock-solid backflip, where upside down he grabs the back of the bike and lets go. We see him pull it here today. Starts off big.
Cordova flip. And then the variation. You know, the thing about Taka is, I mean, like Ego, who recently passed away, we were talking about Ego just a bit ago, Taka always had that, wow, that smile on his face, and there it is.
There it is. And that was up with the big dog, too. What an amazing trick.
Actually, someone posed that question to you earlier, Tess, whether you thought he would do it off the big jump.
And I honestly thought he's practiced it off the 75. But he made that commitment, and then you see getting the big holy grabs so far. This has been just a fantastic run from Taka Higashino. Definitely a first place run in my books if he keeps this one up.
No doubt about it. Great sea grab, Indian air, backflip. 8 seconds remaining. This run through will count. Steps up on. See how slow they have to go to really nail it perfectly.
Oh, huge kiss of death flip to end it up for Taka Higashino.
And you know,
where is he going to be?
Oh, he's going to be first, no doubt about it. There's no doubt. I mean, he's the reigning champ, and there's a reason for it.
Up here, Fred Carrillo's the second Brazilian in the field, and added as an alternate, and I know he's having a great time out there today. Nice, knack flip, a little bit nose high on the landing.
A little over-rotated. And he's going to line up, coming into the section. If I'm not mistaken, that one's actually set at 73 feet. There's a couple different dimensions. You know, you say they're at 75, but one's at 73, one's at 78. And if I'm not mistaken, the 78, that's the distance that Jackson Strong likes to do his front flips.
Yes, indeed it is. The other guys don't seem to be having too much problem on it, though, so we could see something big coming up again. The setup jump, pretty nice one there, but no trick on it. Rock solid for Brazilian Fred Carrillos.
Did you see the reach down there, man? Adjustment to the bike, it looked like.
Slow on the whip flip, but he's getting these tricks and doing a pretty good job with it.
Nice extension. That gave me a Nate Adams flashback right there.
So far, impressed with Carrillos, a pretty tall guy, so those limbs, you really can't see him now. Again, we'll have to figure out if this one was in time when he made the turn onto the little dirt kicker there.
And just to explain that a little bit more, you have to be around the corner. You have to be in attacking the line for it to count your score before the time runs out.
Underpower is the big.
There you go, underpower. What, are we going to start fighting now on our last event?
Fred Carrillos lighting up the Brazilian crowd here in Foz do Iguaçu.